Hello, you're welcome to Politics and You, and this is my second chat this morning. Now we want to discuss the dynamics of politics, and one of the dynamics of politics that I want to discuss is instability of politics and the fact that there's no permanent friends or no permanent enemy in politics. Political friends today can become political enemies tomorrow. And I want to cite the example of ex-governor Rauf Aregbesola, who was also the former commissioner under Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he was governor of Lagos State, our current president in Nigeria. There was problem between two of them and they fell apart. And Rauf Aregbesola thought the way to get back at President Tinubu is to join people who want to take him out of power. And so Aregbesola joined coalition party. And what actually caused problem between two of them is the problem of having to install incumbents, which every governor in Nigeria does or attempts to do. For some it works, for some it does not work. I don't think it has worked for any governor in Ogun State to install incumbency. Ogun State is a peculiar state full of enlightened people who are very versed in politics. So Aregbesola thought President Tinubu interfered in the way that is not pleased with him by installing Boyega Oyetola, when Aregbesola was also completing his tenure at that time. Aregbesola preferred Rahman Owokoniran, who was also a former commissioner. So the problem started between of them and degenerated into something that cannot be solved. So what he did is to also join the coalition party to join Atiku to ensure the wrestle power from President Tinubu. So they started sending out wrong narrative about the government. That's what I will say. That is my observation. Although some people will tell me that as a journalist, you must balance your stories. You must, yes, I can balance my story. I can say maybe President Tinubu couldn't have intervened into his own political arrangement in his state. But at the same time, his President Tinubu is father to all of them. They belong to the same camp. And there should be a leader that people should listen to, because Aregbesola has also been given opportunity in Lagos State, despite that he's also not from Lagos State, and really supported Aregbesola when he was actually fighting to become governor in Osun State, especially during Oyinlola. So he now joined the coalition party, and he's now in Lagos State campaigning and mobilizing members for African Democratic Congress, ADC, the coalition party, telling the people that people should ignore APC and join ADC. And I used to ask people, and that is the purpose of Politics and You, is to educate people, Nigerians, of political happenings, to people to analyze politics and make people understand that there are some narrative that is not based on sincerity of purpose, but because of enmity between two politicians. Like I say, defection to political parties in Nigeria is common, based on also personal political survival of politicians, not on party ideology. Party used to have ideology, that is what the party believe in, how to govern the people, their economic policies that is peculiar to them. we know that progressive, they believe in making education almost free at all levels. And the People Democratic Party ideology is not to make education free, but education can be made available at moderate cost. So that's ideology. In the United Kingdom, the conservative don't actually believe in government having business in enterprises. They believe there should be private participation. So they make wealth to concentrate in few hands. Whereas Labour Party believe that government should also hold businesses and organizations, and they don't actually like wealth to be concentrated into few hands. So if there's going to be defection from people in that party, it's going to be based on ideology. But in Nigeria, our own politicians' defection is on personal grudges. Of what benefit is that to Nigerians? That is what the questions Nigerians should ask. Okay, you are demarketing APC. Of what you want to do, of what benefit is it to us? Nigerians need to think, because these people in ADC, they also have been in government in the past. That is the question Nigerians should ask. And Nigerians should be concerned about the manifesto, that is the programs of the new party, the antecedents of people that are involved. Read about the antecedents on the performance of Rotimi Amechi, ex-governor Nasir El-Rufai, Rauf Aregbesola in Osun State, and also ex-vice president Atiku, those that want to become leaders. Among them, there will be presidential candidates. Read about their antecedents. Nigerians, of what benefits will that party be? Some people say, and also take your time to sincerely appraise the performance of APC. Don't be too sentimental about what people say about the government. Go into government websites, read about their programs. Take your time to look at it. For instance, Politics and You, we love student education loan provided by the government of President Tinubu. The subsidy removal. But what we don't like about the subsidy removal is that the revenue generated by the government as a result of the subsidy removal were distributed, the revenue were distributed and made the government to increase the allocation of state governors. And the state governors are not doing much in their states. That's what I don't like about that policy of the government. I don't support that the fuel subsidy should continue, but the revenue generated, there's a way the government can make it reach the ordinary Nigerians that are now crying, rather than giving it to governors who are not doing the needful. Yes, people should do appraisal, and I will still give it to this government that they are trying their best, but their best is yet to satisfy Nigerians. Changing parties, changing political parties, people not going to defection without ideology should not be supported. So Nigerians has to be very careful. That is, when Rauf Aregbesola came to Lagos, the people that will join him are people that have felt offended in APC based on appointments, this and that. I am not giving appointments, I am not giving this. Not the people that are passionate about politics. If you are not giving appointments, you can lend your voices and suggest ideas to the government. That's what I said I should bring this afternoon or today on Politics and You. Until I come again, I am Olushola Agbalu. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.